Inside these bags, I've got groceries to make 6 complete dinners using those famous Trader Joe's shortcuts. Each one of these 6 dinners has 5 ingredients or less. For some of the recipes that only have 4 ingredients, I justified a 5th. When you go in with a game plan, it's easy to kind of stick to your list and you really save money that way. I'm starting with the ever so viral Trader Joe's lobster pasta. This thing has gone crazy because it's just a smart dinner. The 5 ingredients here are the pasta. This pasta is 99 cents. The magic ingredient, the lobster bisque. Some Parmesan cheese, some tomatoes, and then they have frozen langoustine lobster tails. Lobster, it's not real lobster. They are always out of the langoustine tails. So, a good substitute are these Argentinian shrimp. They're a shrimp, not a lobster, but they kind of have that kind of sweet, almost buttery kind of lobster texture. And per usual, whenever we do these pantry staples, do not count. Let's go. This is also a 1-pan meal that comes together in no time. I'm only using half a pound of pasta, so it's really 50 cents worth. Get the pasta going. The sauce starts with just a little bit of onion and garlic.
You good guy?
Slightly, I don't think it's gonna bleed. It's very shallow. Not, I can hide it for a minute. I think it'll stop in a second. I'm doing that. I don't know, I don't want it to show. It's not even open, it's just like super.
Just a tiny one, you like
Yeah, I'll
that?
do the tiny. Chefs, they're just like us. When the onion is softened, then in goes tomatoes, whatever tomatoes you want. And then I'm gonna cook these down till they're soft and they kind of burst, and they're gonna help make the sauce. This will cook for about 5 minutes. Because these shrimp are a little bit longer, I'm gonna just cut them in half just to make them a little more bite size. I'm gonna season this up with a little bit of salt and pepper. I should have used, cut the tomatoes in half just to make this go faster. But as they start to soften, you can kind of mash them up. Just kind of get those juices flowing. There you go.
The first one. Oh.
We'll fix it later. All right, once your tomatoes have softened, then in goes the lobster bisque. Maybe I do need to start wearing aprons. All right, then we're just gonna cook this until it simmers and the shrimp is cooked. See how fast this is though? Oh, it smells good. Saucy and delicious, and now goes in the pasta. And then to finish it off, Parmesan cheese. I went with the cheap stuff today. You can go nicer. Still the same amount of ingredients. And then some fresh lemon. Hopefully you have this on hand. If not, you're gonna have to buy a 6th ingredient. A little crushed red pepper. All right, let's dish it up. That's just a delicious meal that looks like it's more than 20 bucks. But it's not. Don't skimp on the sauce. We got plenty. Taste the shrimp. That shrimp is cooked perfectly. I might like it better with the shrimp. It's easy, it's affordable. This is perfection. We're off to a good start. Next up is my 1-pan dumpling dinner, or wonton. 20 bucks to feed your family. The 5 ingredients here are the chicken and cilantro mini wontons. There are 4 servings, but we like these a lot, so I bought 2 bags, but it's still 1 ingredient. This stir-fry veggie blend. This has bok choy, snow peas, broccoli, cabbage. It's like the perfect thing for this dinner. This is one of their famous little sauces. It's this soyaki, so it's like a teriyaki sauce, but nothing weird in here. A little coconut milk, and then really optional, so this could be a 4-ingredient dinner, is chili crunch. It's a great way to finish this dish off. I'm gonna put a half a cup of this directly into the dish.
Did you just measure something?
Oh, I did, I don't know why. And then I got some coconut milk, the full fat kind. Got a half a cup of this. And then a little bit of water. So I'm gonna do half a cup of water. All right. Then just dump the veggies right in. Kind of toss them around in that sauce. I'm also gonna sprinkle this with just a little bit of salt. And then you just put your wontons right on top. That's it. This just goes into the oven, 375 for about 25 to 30 minutes. It smells so good. I uncovered it the last like 5 minutes or so. Here's what we've got. I'm gonna give it a little toss, and this is how I serve it up. Just try to get plenty of veggies and wontons. Some little chili crunch. Look at that. A little of the crunch, a little of the oil, and there's your one pan dumpling dinner. Get like some veggie and wonton on there and then give it a little swim through the sauce. Y'all don't understand how good this is. You can drink that juice. It is like heavenly. This is a 12 out of 10. You want to make this one? Next up, how does a 4-ingredient dinner sound? Even better than 5? I got you. This is a easy dump and go enchilada style dinner. So instead of enchiladas, the shortcut here are these taquitos. I got the black bean and cheese taquitos. They're enchilada sauce, which I've heard is very good. And then they have lots of different varieties of cooked chicken. I chose the pulled chicken here because I think it'll be nice and shreddy to go on top. And then cheese. So because this dinner is 4 ingredients, you can add something to make it 5. This like chopped salad. I thought this would be delicious to put on top or on the side. And this can be your 5th ingredient, so you get the meal plus a side. This whole meal sits at like almost exactly $20, and that includes, like expensive cheese. Grab a casserole dish. Dadgummit, sorry, I'm bleeding again. Laura, can I get another Band-Aid? Okay, back to it. We're just gonna lay these down. It's still like a family size meal. Oh, well that just fits perfectly. And then I've never bought this chicken before, but I'm hopeful. This is a pound cooked, so it started as more than a pound. This is gonna be a lot of chicken. I like this way of cooking sometimes. These are the meals when you don't wanna cook. These are great ideas. This is a lot of chicken. I told you, loading up on the protein here. All this is like $7.99. That's definitely cheaper than buying and cooking your own. All right, and then the enchilada sauce. Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah, we'll just put the whole thing. That looks so good. This is another thing that you buy once and you can get 2 uses out of it. Cheese it up. I hope y'all don't call me and ask me for measurements on these. Measure with your heart. Putting this in the oven, 350 until it's all cooked, bubbly, browned, hot, and delicious. Oh yeah. Oh, lots of bubbles. Look at this. This looks so good. And the fact that this was a 4-ingredient dinner, you can look at this and pick what you want as a 5th ingredient if you want anything. I'm gonna do the little bag of salad because it already has a little sauce with it. But you could also just pick up an avocado or some guacamole or sour cream. You know, what you do you. Serve it with a little elote salad. I feel like I want a little something else on there. Boom. Just looks so, my mouth just started watering. Oh my gosh, this is so good. I wouldn't even be scared to throw this in a dish and bring it to somebody, who moved into a new house or had a baby or something. I mean, look, the chicken is real. It's not like mystery meat chicken. You can tell that that's like real chicken, real corn tortillas. The cheese is like so creamy. The sauce is perfection. I could go on and on. This is spinach artichoke chicken pasta. I've seen it just with the pasta, but of course I want to make these full dinners, so I added in chicken. The shortcut solution here is this creamy spinach artichoke dip. This is in the freezer section. I'm gonna want this like really saucy, so I got 2 of them, but it's still 1 ingredient, and it's like less than $4 for each one. For this one, I got this chicken that's just chicken. This looks just like freshly grilled chicken breast. I'm gonna chop this up and put it in. Then whatever pasta you want, so I'm doing this kind of like the lobster pasta. For your 4th ingredient, you can make this whatever. You could just do more spinach, you could do artichoke hearts, you can leave it out if you want, but I like to incorporate another veggie, and this is also gonna help create a sauce. And then because I had room, I could add a 5th ingredient. So I'm doing this feta cheese with herbs, so it's like a flavor combo because it's got multiple, you know, seasonings in this one cheese. That's it, 5 ingredients. Let's do this one. I'm gonna put a little oil down at the bottom so it doesn't stick too much. Add in our blocks of dip, okay? And then I got these cute little tomatoes. I'm just gonna pop them in just like this after I give them a rinse, of course. So these tomatoes are pretty cheap, but there are cheaper ones too if you wanna save a few bucks. All right, I'm gonna do a little salt and pepper. Maybe a little more drizzle of oil on those. All right, then I'm just gonna pop this into the oven until it's all melty and saucy. I feel like this is gonna be another restaurant meal. Oh yeah, look at that. I'm gonna take these tomatoes off the vine. They should just pop right off. Stir it up. Hopefully this is all, oh yeah, look at that. Oh, kind of burst these tomatoes a little bit. That's a good pasta sauce right there, guys. All right, and just kind of chop up this chicken. This is another one, also around $8, I think, $8 or $9. Stir in the cooked pasta. I can't not make a mess today. We'll sample. Oh yeah, this is gonna be good. Reserve a little pasta water, just to kind of make sure it stays saucy. To finish it off, and just to make sure that chicken is fully heated through, I'm gonna top it with some feta and put it back in the oven for just about like 10 more minutes, 5 to 10 more minutes. This is another one worthy of company. You would not look at this and think that only has 5 ingredients. That spinach artichoke dip has the cheese pulls. It shouldn't be this good. It just shouldn't. It's just perfect. It's got just the right amount of cream and cheese. And the tomatoes addition kind of breaks up some of that richness, so you get that kind of burst of acid in there. I would serve this to company. I never pictured myself as a convenience product kind of person, but here I am, killing it. I have another 4 ingredient dinner. When I saw these meatballs, I knew I had to do something with them. This is pineapple teriyaki chicken meatballs, and then they also have just the regular chicken meatballs. And then I thought, I buy this all the time. I love this. It's just an easy, quick side dish. So with those ingredients and a couple more, I'm making Asian style bowls. We already have this from earlier, so technically it could be a 3 ingredient dinner. And this peanut and crispy noodle salad kit. It's all about the different toppings, and you just kind of make your own. But this has all those things in one bag, and it has a little like saucy dressing. I'm gonna do the pineapple teriyaki chicken meatballs. I thought it would go so well with this dish. Soyaki sauce right over it. Get some oil. You want like a neutral flavored oil, so I'm doing like avocado oil, or you could do vegetable oil, whatever. And get that down on the bottom. And then you just dump your rice right in. Once you get your rice in, you leave it alone so that it can get crispy and brown at the bottom. I like to give it one stir to coat everything in the oil, and then I leave it alone. All right, check out the rice. Slightly sticking to the bottom, that's what you want, so that it gets some of that crusty crunchiness. Let me taste it. They season it so well, doesn't really need anything. So that's done. Meatballs, all they had to do was really heat all the way through, and we have done that. Let's build our bowls. It's got cabbage, cilantro, what else? Green onion, peanuts, carrot, celery. I could save all these for toppings to just build the bowl. Maybe I'll do that. I'm gonna go ahead and put these crispy noodles into the salad. And then this is a peanut and lime dressing. They thought of everything. All right, down with my rice first. It's our base. Then our meatballs. Definitely want some of that sauce. Our veggies on top. Sprinkling of our peanuts that came with the salad. And that's it. I think, you know, for an optional 5th ingredient, I feel like I'm gonna want a little kick. So I'm gonna go a little sriracha. You never would have thought this was made with 4 ingredients. Come on. Let me get the perfect bite, which won't be hard because it's already all in here. There's a ton of flavor in this bowl. Having these like crunchy veggies. The rice is perfection. And that sauce, that soyaki sauce, that will be a staple in my kitchen now. Can't stop eating it. For my final trick, fish tacos. And the star of the show here are these battered fish nuggets. This whole box was $5.99, I believe. Kind of like the bowls. This has a bunch of ingredients in one. I love like a slaw when it comes to fish tacos versus a lettuce. And so I thought this would be perfect. This Southwestern chopped salad. And then your tortillas. And with fish tacos, I like something usually a little tropical. So this is a mango habanero guacamole that I think is gonna be so perfect. I think it's gonna be fine with just 4 ingredients. However, if you want a salsa, that could be your 5th ingredient. This one comes out to be a little over $20. This might be the more expensive one of the day, but you can switch these ingredients out and make it cheaper for sure. For the fish, I'm gonna cook this in the air fryer. When it comes to frozen, like fried foods, the air fryer, it's like what it was made for. And while that cooks, I'll just toss the salad, and then I'm also gonna toast up my tortillas because that just makes them way better. I like to go straight over the burner and then just flip. I think battered is gonna get a little less crispy than if it was just breaded. They did have a crispy panko breaded one. All right, fish done. Tortillas grilled and warmed. I just did the dressing and the green mix. What I'm looking for is the crunch. That's all I really care about. And that is why I love using cabbage in fish tacos. It's not creamy. I thought the dressing was gonna be creamy, but the guacamole's creamy, so we still got it all. I want to taste this. It's good. Ooh, it's got the kick. I feel like it needs a little salt. Because it's almost a little bit sweet, so it needs just a little salt to balance that. You know, you can zhuzh things up. You don't have to be committed to the way it is. That fits 2 of these perfectly. Mango guac. I feel like you don't need salsa because the dressing has like the tang, but here's your 5 ingredient Taco Tuesday solution. It's good. I'll try it with salsa. Salsa's good with it. Oh my gosh. Who is that? Whose? I didn't know what it was. I just could tell she was doing something. Sorry. Wasn't expecting that. Okay, besides needing some napkins, you don't need anything else for this. This is totally a dinner you can do with 4 to 5 ingredients and do it well. It's good. By looking at these 6 dinners, you know this looks like it took more than 25 to 30 ingredients to prepare, but it didn't. From pre-made sauces and soups to bagged salads to pre-cooked meat, those are the things you need to be looking for to make this happen. These are just suggestions, but I hope I've inspired you to get creative and hit up that fridge and freezer section. You can do it.